Guess who's to blame for the housing shortage? Some people say it's me. That's right, my generation. People try to put us down, talking about my generation. Well, yeah, they're trying to put us down. We're going to go over that article, that Yahoo Finance woke article. We're also going to talk about how are the foreclosures coming? Because you know the whole housing market's collapsing. Yeah. How's that working out for all you fudsters out there? All next on Real Estate Daily. Welcome, everyone. My name is Troy, and every day we go over the latest news in real estate, housing, and the mortgage market. Now, before we jump into it, do me a big favor. Hit that subscribe button. Boom, boom. It really helps out the algorithm here at Yahoo, at YouTube, because they don't like me. I mean, I'm not a very likable guy. I get it, except for my clients and maybe my girlfriend and a couple of kids I have. But outside of that, nah, a lot of people just don't like me. So if you do me a favor, hit that button. Now, let's jump right into it. Of course, we're talking about Yahoo Finance and the Yahoo girl right here. Here's a big article that happened over the weekend. It says, are boomers to blame for the housing shortage? I knew a lot of you out there like, what are they talking about? Of course, you have the younger generation's got to find the blame for something. Well, the article reads that the reason why there is a housing shortage is because the boomers won't die off and sell their house. Because if a spouse dies as our generation gets older, right? We won't go out of our houses and then live in some senior facility, which is not becoming very popular. We want to stay in our house. Well, because we thought it through, right? A lot of people are in single-story homes. They're in smaller, they downsize with their spouse prior to maybe, death or any other incident that happens. So they've already thought it through, unlike the generation before them that didn't think it through. And all they did was turn around and they sold off their homes, and then they had to deal with, obviously, issues with senior communities. The other thing that was a big difference than back, let's say 40, 50 years ago, is that we had Social Security, or we have other retirement funds that we have been saving up for, and now we can enjoy our lives. So with all that being said, what is the true blame? Well, you got it, guys. You have the federal government to blame, and absolutely the state of California, they are to blame. Now you're saying to me, well, Troy, why would you blame the federal government and the state of California? I have said this now for 4 years. There's no subsidying housing whatsoever. They're not coming in and saying, how do I make housing affordable? How do I put up tracks? Well, let's rewind. The builders, what are they there for? The builders are not there to build homes to make it affordable for people. They're there for a profit, money-making activity. And if they're not there for money-making activities, how do a younger generation who doesn't make as much money be able to afford it? Well, obviously, the upper echelon of that, we'll call it the millennial / Gen Zs, they can afford homes. They're buying homes, no question about it. But the major portion of it, or the middle class of the millennials and Gen Zs are struggling. And they're struggling because we would rather give money to social events or WARs, in Europe, than we would actually taking care of people here at home and helping create and helping, getting that American dream together, and we're just not seeing it. So before you go blame the older generation for buying homes and staying alive longer, wow, what a stupid, article that Yahoo Finance put together here. Before you do that, go look at the people that are trying to control you, the federal government and the state government, or, the house that Gavin Newsom burned down. All right, let's jump into the next article. CNBC, slow down the economy could cause a collapse in home prices. Have you heard this before? Have you heard it 6 months ago? You did. Did you hear it 12 months ago? You did. Did you hear it 18 months ago? You did, right? It's the same people saying the same things, trying to get the same headlines to get themselves out there. It's all been FUD related. If we were to go look here in Southern California, we continue to see that we are about 20 to 30% of what we were 4 years ago, 5 years ago, before the beer flu, right? That's where we're at. We are so far down in inventory. And why? Because the Fed and the federal government, the blue team sitting in there, what have they done? Nothing. They've only been spending money on things that are not related to us. And because of that, they've caused inflation. And when they caused inflation, now interest rates go up. Interest rates go up. Nobody wants to move. Where are you moving to? Californians, typically, if they're going to move, they're going out of state. They're done with this state. Let's just call it. I'll call it a state. They're done with this place. So they move on. There's no real buying up, and there's very little buying down, right? And so because of that, you have a big stalemate. Sellers don't want to sell. Buyers want to buy, but there's just few properties. And because of that, now they're starting to get scared away because of interest rates, because of the Fed. And the Fed has done nothing good about this whatsoever. They've been actually more hurtful to the economy than they've ever done before. They're saying they want to bring things back to normality. But again, they're bringing things back to recession-related, even depression-related events. All right. So with that being said, if the world's falling apart, what's happening with REOs or foreclosures? It says the number of underwater properties decreased in Q2. So there's less people that owe more than what their house is worth. Okay? And we know that on the ending of the Q3, which is going to happen here in 3 weeks, we know that home prices are stronger now. They're at their peak. Again, peak of all-time peak. So think about that. All-time peak. That's exactly what happened in the month of August. I don't see any difference in the month of September here. I'm looking at the numbers. Foreclosures are falling. They were nothing before, and now they're going down. Home prices are going up, and then inventory is just non-existent. All the crap that's out there is still crap. Nobody wants to buy it. It's overpriced. It's not ready to move in, or if it is, it's just there's so much work, so it gets stale and stays on the market. Anything that's nice, that looks nice, boom, they're getting taken off the market. Multiple offers. We're still seeing it even in times where high interest rates. So you're gonna ask me, Troy, what are the interest rates? Well, as of last Friday, we saw a little bit more relief. We went down 6 basis points. 30-year conforming, which is conventional, is about 7.14. Wow, jumbo just completely fell. It went down 32 basis points to 7.359. Still way too high. Still way too high. It doesn't make any sense to me. More people put more money down, especially, as we're getting less and less of these jumbo loans where you can put down 5%, more and more people put down 10, 15%. So like I said before, and I'll tell you again, you need to get with a mortgage professional that understands this market. And if you were out there shopping and got into escrow, when they lock your rate, you better know that they're not locking it just because they want to lock it, because they're playing the market best for you to save you $20, $30, $40, $50, $100 monthly if we're seeing rates jump up and down by 30 basis points. Here's FHA. It went down 7 basis points. Yeah, it's back under 7%. There's a lot going on out there right now. But we need the Fed to stop raising rates, and they need to say it out loud. We've seen that all the unemployment numbers have been adjusted higher this year. We've seen GDP adjusted higher. So everything that's coming out of DC swamp has been a lie. They keep adjusting it. And of course, all those adjustments don't show up in the media. They just show up these big numbers, and all of a sudden, they're nightmares. Guys, thank you very much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. If you have any comments, absolutely leave them down below. Otherwise, if you like this video, not like me, but if you like this video, do me a favor, hit that like button. Otherwise, you guys have a fantastic day. We will see you later.